Life comes at us fast. Deadlines, busy schedules, and those unexpected moments that can throw us off balance. But what if there was a way to adapt and find your calm amidst the chaos? Enter Adaptiv, a unique blend of essential oils designed to support emotional balance when you need it most.
This isn't just another essential oil blend. Adaptiv is all about helping you navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. Today, we'll uncover the science behind this powerful blend, explore where it comes from, and share real-life tips for making it a part of your daily wellness routine.
So let's dive into the chemistry, sourcing, and practical uses of Adaptiv with two of doTERRA's leading experts, Dr. Nicole Stevens and Lauren Busch.
You're going to want to stick around for this one.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. And today I get to hang out again with Dr. Nicole Stevens, our VP of Clinical Research. And today we're going to break down the research behind one of our favorite lines, the Adaptiv line.
Adaptiv.
Yeah.
One of my absolute favorites.
I love that. As soon as I said it, your head's like, yes, I love this. As a mom, it's a pretty powerful system.
It's our go-to.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. So before we even get into the science, I would love for you to share your own personal experience with Adaptiv.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. So this is back, I've had several roles here at doTERRA, and this is back when I was actually on the formulation team. So I think of Adaptiv as one of my babies. And when we were thinking about how to get an oil blend that was in fact Adaptiv, we knew we wanted some oils that were both calming for if things were feeling high,
a little crazy. I mean, the human experience. If you're having the human experience.
If you're having the human experience and you need just something to help, we knew we wanted something to help with that. But we also knew, let's create an uplifting environment as well. So it's kind of both of those if you look at the oils that are in there, right? We've got your wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, sweet gum, magnolia, rosemary, neroli. It is some of my all-time favorite oils just all put into one blend.
You would think with that many different oils, it wouldn't smell as magical as it does, but it is.
It's awesome.
It is definitely a magical blend.
I actually use this as a fragrance more often than not because I love the way it smells. I feel like it's not only smelling good, it's helping me. Like it does wonderful things throughout the day. So I got to say, we launched this in 2019 at convention. And a few years ago, we really had an experience with Adaptiv where it was kind of an amazing thing for me. So we were all stuck in the house, 8 of us in a small house. And this was people, mind you. We also had 2 bunnies, 2 turtles, a hedgehog, 3 gerbils, and a dog. Tiny house. Okay. I'm just painting you a visual here.
Every mom out there is going, oh.
Adaptiv.
Yeah.
Right. We set up several stations throughout the house, diffusing Adaptiv. And it's funny now, I remember that as kind of a stressful time, but my kids will talk about it and say, Mom, that was a good time. Right. In their memories, there is this kind of wonderful experience that centers around this Adaptiv. And that to me is kind of magical about what that can do for this uplifting environment. I mean, when we say it creates an uplifting environment, I will be the testimony of that.
Absolutely. And I love that we have an entire line. We have multiple ways to be able to get the benefits from these oils.
Right.
And it makes it easier for multiple family members to be able to use, right? So we're able to diffuse it. I know many, many people that Adaptiv is a non-negotiable. If they are traveling, they have the roller bottle with them.
Yep.
And almost always they'll come back and say, and then I gave it to somebody else. Somebody else on the plane needed it more than I do. So I saw somebody sitting in the airport and they needed it more than I do. And it's like a special gift to give someone.
It really is. Life-changing.
It's life-changing. Yeah. Absolutely.
We know it's versatile. We know it can be used for a lot of things in a lot of ways by a lot of people. When you really look at the chemistry of this oil, I think that's one of the things that makes it so unique, right? So we've got the wild orange, the limonene. This is one just that creates this wonderful atmosphere around the home. And copaiba. This is one of my absolute favorite single oils. So we knew that it had to be in this blend. The beta-caryophyllene in there is just a powerhouse, right? For balancing, for helping to ground and just feel like everything's okay. And then, of course, lavender. Most of us love lavender on its own. In this blend, it's kind of magical. Interestingly, I don't often use lavender on its own. I love it in blends though. And here it does something very, I don't know, it comes together with the other oils in a really unique way. And then you've got all of this chemistry that goes in and just, it's hard to explain on this oil. There's something that happens that creates a blend that really is something that magical.
I think that for the human experience, there's different reasons that trigger us into moments of chaos, moments that we feel very disrupted. It scratches our record, something we didn't expect to have happen. Emotions that we didn't maybe expect to come back up. We deal with teenagers where sometimes their emotions are just downright chaotic. You have a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old and you're like, and who knows what today is going to bring, right? So I love that the complexity. I love that you chose so many different oils to come in there, because I think that diversity in chemistry means that we have the application necessary for the diversity in emotions in the human experience and different age ranges, whatever life is bringing our way.
Across the spectrum. And I love the name of it too, when you really think about it. Our role as human beings, one of the ways that make us more fit to exist is to be adaptive. Because like you say, life is going to throw things at us at 100 miles an hour. And how empowering is it to have this system that allows us to truly adapt, to feel like we've got what it takes to handle what's coming?
I think that saying where it says the only thing constant in life is change.
Exactly.
It's very true, but it's not easy for most of us. So being able to have a set of tools to reach for, to be able to make it a little bit easier to adapt to the situation, means that life's definitely easier to handle. So I would love to paint the picture between different age groups. So we both have teenagers.
Yes.
What might using the Adaptiv system look like for a teenager?
So we definitely love the soft gels or the capsules.
Yeah.
I have several of my kids and my husband and me taking those. They are amazing. They really do help us be able to feel like we can face everything that's coming, because life is very chaotic right now. And then I really love the 10 ml rollers with the Adaptiv blend. These can tuck into backpacks. I've got one in my purse. We've got them everywhere. I can, glove boxes. I've got them everywhere where I think I might need to reach for one, because this is where, I'll put some behind the ears. I'll put some on my wrist. I'll put some in my hands and feel like, okay, I'm just going to take a breath for a second. I'm just going to have a moment, going to have a human moment.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm better able to go forward. And this is something that is so easy. My teenagers can do it. Even when they were littler, my littler kids could do it on the feet. In the evening, we'll do the Aroma Touch hand massage. And this is one of our favorite oils to use for the Aroma Touch hand massage, because that's a time when we're not only using the oil blend, we're connecting through touch, we're communicating. It opens doors. My teenagers, how was your day? Fine. I'll start this massage. And it's like the doors open. It's amazing.
I think that's such a important piece to really draw out. And that is, you can incorporate this into lifestyle choices, into other routines, the stopping and taking a breath. We know that breathing exercises alone can calm the stress response.
That moment.
So now incorporating, oils into that, the positive impact of touch. Personally, our family has moved a lot. For little ones, that's very disruptive. They become very unsure of their environment. So evening time, it's when it comes out worse. I don't know what it is. I don't know about else's kids. At like 5 p.m., the monster comes out always. And I think it's the emotion from the day.
And your hormones are at their lowest.
Yes.
Like your like circadian rhythm.
And so I'm, here I am not being the best mom possible at the end of the day as well, because I'm also tired. But taking that moment to take the Adaptiv. We also use the touch on my kids, rub it on their backs, rub it on their feet. It's the healing power that touch brings. And then I get to combine it with the power of aroma.
It's a connection.
It's a connection moment, and it amplifies the small moments of time. I know there's a lot of busy moms out there that feel like I don't get enough time with my kids. The mom guilt, it plays on all of us at some level. So if you can amplify and increase the impact in those small moments, and being able to incorporate Adaptiv into those moments just increases the power of the moment and the experience that you're having with your kids.
And it's amazing how that can anchor itself to your memory, because not only is that, a memory, but you're attaching a beautiful aroma to it. Absolutely. And that's a really strong anchor right there.
And I would say as a wife, men carry a lot of stress. They just carry a lot on a daily basis. And maybe the aroma of Adaptiv for them is not something that they'll think about all day long of reapplying. But man, if we can amplify their morning routine with putting those adaptive capsules into their morning routine with the rest of their supplements. It's a powerful gift as a wife to be able to set them up for success and being more adaptive throughout their workday.
Right. We set up a good day, and then at night we set up a good night.
Absolutely.
And it's this wonderful cycle that can continue to repeat. And again, it propels us forward on this strange human experience.
Dr. Stevens, thank you so much for joining me today. Is there anything else that you want to talk about when it comes to the science behind Adaptiv that we didn't get to touch on today?
I just think, we've talked about how these things work together as a system. And that's where we've seen the most power, right? We love using the oil. We love using the supplement. We love using the spray on our linens. We love using the bath oil when it's an LTO. We'll put the oil onto bath salts and make a soothing bath in the night. So find ways in this amazing system can be used in your day. There's a lot of places where you think, oh, it's midday, I'm stressed. I'm going to take a meditation moment and I'm going to use my Adaptiv. It's nighttime. My kids are stressed. I'm going to do a little hand massage. Find the ways to use this. And I think you'll find that Adaptiv becomes kind of your best friend as a human being or as a mom or as a daughter, a wife, caregiver. It's a wonderful system for that.
Thank you so much.
Adaptiv is one of my favorite products, and I love it because what it does, it gives me the opportunity to be able to calm down. I'm generally pretty anxious and nervous about things, but Adaptiv, I just take the bottle, pour a couple of drops like that, put it here, inhale, take a big hit, and I am in a good spot. So that's how I use Adaptiv.
I love diffusing Adaptiv every single day. It helps me keep such a calm, centered mind when I am going into my day, and I love to keep an Adaptiv capsule on me for any times where I just need a little extra support emotionally, and I love to keep an Adaptiv roll-on in every bag that I own so that I can always have it on the go.
So I love using Adaptiv at night when I need to feel a calming sense to help me relax at the end of a long day. So I love diffusing it next to my bed at night. And I also like rubbing it on the bottom of my feet as it calms my feet to just give me that little extra calmness that I'm needing after a long day. So that's how I use Adaptiv.
First of all, I have to say Adaptiv is my favorite go-to. I cannot live without oil. And so I use Adaptiv throughout the day in many ways. I use it topically to make sure that I'm grounded. I also use it behind the back of my neck every day as well, so that I also help to feel calm. I also diffuse it, and I love to diffuse it by itself or with other oils as well. I also keep an Adaptiv soft gel on me in my purse as for an emergency to go, just in case that moment comes up and I'm like, I need an Adaptiv to chill. So Adaptiv is my go-to.
I love to use Adaptiv, the blend, the touch product, the capsule product. When I have a stressful event coming up, sometimes when I'm traveling and it's stressful, I will pull out these products. I love to use them to help calm things down. We've got some real synergies with the brain chemistry that I like to take advantage of.
Adaptiv is a great product. It's very easy to use. I love to use it when I'm stressed out. It's very simple. Put it right behind my ears. And sometimes when I'm really stressed, I even just put a little bit right there under my nose.
I love the Adaptiv oil. This is probably my most favorite oil that I use constantly. Little known fact about Scott Greer, I carry this in my backpack constantly. This is the oil that I always have on me. The way I use it is before I go into a big meeting or before I'm about to present to somebody, I usually like to rub it on my back, put it on my wrist right here and kind of rub, just inhale, and it just brings an overwhelming sense of calm to me. And it's just a great way that I love to use this. So Adaptiv is my favorite oil, and that's how I use it.
Adaptiv truly is a tool for today's world, a way to stay centered, calm, and resilient when life feels overwhelming.
If you're ready to experience Adaptiv for yourself, now's the time to make it part of your wellness toolkit. Order today and discover how it can support your emotional balance in real practical ways.
And we'd love to hear from you. How do you use Adaptiv in your daily life? Drop your tips in the comment. We can't wait to see your creative ideas.
Don't forget to subscribe wherever you're listening to stay connected to the latest science and inspiration from doTERRA. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Until then, stay grounded, stay inspired, and remember, you've got this.